everyone. Welcome back to the Decor channel, your go-to spot for seasonal home decor inspiration. I'm Luna, and today, I'm so excited to dive into all things Easter and spring, blended with that cozy rustic, vintage farmhouse charm. Whether you're planning to spruce up your living room, kitchen, or even your porch, I've got you covered with simple, budget-friendly ideas that will bring the season to life. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment below telling me which decor idea you're most excited to try. I'd love to hear your thoughts and how you're transforming your home this season. Alright, let's jump right into it with the first section, where we'll explore the essential elements of a rustic, vintage farmhouse Easter look. A true vintage farmhouse look has a few distinct features: natural materials, soft pastel colors, and a relaxed, lived-in feel. When you're styling for Easter and spring, you'll want to lean into these elements while adding those seasonal touches like bunnies, eggs, and spring florals. Start by incorporating wood accents. Weathered barn wood or distressed furniture pieces help create that authentic farmhouse vibe. Then combine them with soft pastel hues like lavender, blush, mint, and buttery yellow. These colors will brighten your space while still feeling grounded and serene. You can also use vintage glass jars, wicker baskets, and linen fabrics to complement the rustic materials. These little touches will elevate the overall farmhouse atmosphere without overwhelming the space. In the living room, the centerpiece is often the couch or seating area. Start with neutral throw pillows in soft pastel shades or patterns that feature florals, bunnies, or subtle Easter-themed graphics. Linen and cotton fabrics are perfect for this relaxed vibe. A vintage-style coffee table can be dressed up with a combination of rustic wooden trays, fresh spring flowers, and small bunny figurines. Don't forget to add candles and mismatched vintage holders for that soft, warm glow. For the walls, a farmhouse-inspired sign with a playful Easter quote or framed botanical prints would be the perfect touch. Try to incorporate mismatched frames, which add that collected over time feel. For the dining room, the table is your focal point. Use a linen table runner in a soft pastel or neutral tone and layer it with a simple floral centerpiece. A vintage pitcher filled with fresh tulips, daisies, or peonies can really make your table pop. Set the table with mismatched plates and glassware for that charming farmhouse look. For Easter, you can add small touches like mini bunny napkin rings or decorative eggs placed along the table for a playful twist. Hanging up some soft, natural garlands made from twigs, eucalyptus, or spring blossoms over the dining area can create a rustic, airy atmosphere. This is a great way to set the mood for family dinners or brunches during the season. In the kitchen, open shelving and rustic countertops are your best friends. Add a farmhouse touch with vintage-style canisters, ceramic mugs, and wooden cutting boards displayed on the counters. For Easter, incorporate some cute, seasonal touches like small bunny figurines or pastel-colored bowls filled with Easter eggs. A vintage bread box or an old-fashioned milk jug adds to the rustic charm while being functional. A small arrangement of spring flowers in mason jars or a wooden crate filled with fresh produce can be placed on the kitchen island or countertop. This not only brings in a pop of color, but also freshens up your space with a farmhouse flair. When you walk into a rustic farmhouse home, the entryway sets the tone. Start by adding a vintage console table made of wood or metal with a distressed finish. On top of the table, place a simple vase filled with soft-colored flowers, like tulips or lilies. You can also add a small rug in a pastel hue or a gingham pattern. Woven baskets are great for catching shoes or seasonal items like scarves and hats, and they enhance the rustic vibe. Don't forget a welcoming sign or wreath on the door, something simple, maybe with burlap or twigs, with a soft Easter message like "Welcome Spring" or "Happy Easter" to greet guests as they arrive. The bathroom is an often overlooked space when it comes to seasonal decor, but it's easy to add that farmhouse touch. Start with a vintage-style wooden mirror or a distressed shelf for your toiletries. For Easter, switch out your regular towels for soft, pastel-colored ones. You can add little bunny-shaped soaps or a jar filled with mini Easter eggs on the counter for a fun, festive touch. Consider a rustic-inspired shower curtain with a subtle floral or gingham print. A vase with fresh spring flowers or a small potted plant adds that extra farmhouse freshness. Easter and spring are perfect times to transform your porch or patio into a warm, welcoming space. Start with a vintage rocking chair or a distressed bench, and throw on a pastel-colored cushion or throw blanket. You can hang a simple wreath made of twigs and spring flowers on the front door. For extra charm, add small potted plants, like daffodils or pansies, in mismatched pots along the stairs or near the door. If you have space, create a cozy little nook with a vintage crate or wooden box as a table, where you can add a mason jar filled with fresh blooms. This will create a charming farmhouse entry for your guests to enjoy. In the bedroom, keep things soft and cozy with vintage-inspired bedding in pastel hues. A quilt with subtle floral prints or a crochet blanket adds texture and warmth. For added charm, try mismatched throw pillows in soft fabrics like linen or burlap. A couple of bunny or egg-shaped pillows will be the perfect touch for Easter. Vintage-style lanterns or candles can sit on your bedside table, casting a soft glow. To finish the look, add a rustic wooden sign with a welcoming quote above your bed. If you have little ones at home, decorating their room for Easter and spring can be so much fun. Start with a pastel-colored duvet cover or quilt and add stuffed animal bunnies or chicks for a playful touch. Create a fun DIY Easter tree with faux eggs hanging from branches, or create a little Easter basket corner, filled with pastel-colored toys and books. Incorporate vintage touches like wooden toy cars, dolls, or an old-fashioned wooden rocking horse to bring that farmhouse feel to their space. If you're lucky enough to have a garden or outdoor space, now is the time to bring the farmhouse vibes outside. Use old wheelbarrows or rustic crates as planters for spring flowers like daffodils, tulips, or lavender. Hanging up a birdcage with flowers spilling out of it, or placing an old wooden ladder in the garden for climbing plants is another way to add a vintage touch. If you have a fence or trellis, hang small decorative wreaths or Easter-themed bunting to bring in some festive charm. A rustic garden bench or a hammock is perfect for enjoying the beauty of spring. The fireplace mantel is the perfect spot for showcasing your seasonal decor. Add a vintage mirror as the focal point and surround it with spring flowers, candles, or even a few Easter-themed objects like bunny figurines or painted eggs. A garland of faux greenery, like ivy or eucalyptus, can be draped across the mantel. Add some twinkle lights for extra warmth and to bring a cozy glow to your space. Finally, stack a few vintage books and place a mason jar or wooden box with fresh flowers on top. This will complete the farmhouse look and create a beautiful focal point for your living area. DIY projects are a great way to add personalized touches to your farmhouse Easter decor. You can make your own wreath using twigs, burlap, and pastel-colored eggs, or create DIY bunny garlands from fabric or paper. Another idea is to repurpose vintage items. Turn an old wooden crate into a mini garden box, or use an old teacup to create a charming little flower arrangement. These DIY projects will give your home a one-of-a-kind look, while also keeping things budget-friendly and fun. Plus, you get to create something special for the season. That's it for today, friends. I hope you found plenty of inspiration for decorating your home this Easter and spring with that rustic, vintage farmhouse charm. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. I love hearing your thoughts and seeing how you bring your own spaces to life. Until next time, keep decorating with love and creativity. Have a wonderful Easter and a beautifully styled spring.